Most people don't realize they are stuck in roles. These roles limit what we believe we are capable of. Today I'm going to show you how to break free from these roles. The next 5 minutes could change your life. Observation precedes action. To solve a problem, we need to be aware of the existence of the problem. And we start by observing our own behavior without attempting to change any of it. That might sound weird, but hear me out where I'm going with this. Start paying attention on how you think, act, and feel throughout your day. For instance, if you are a student and you are sitting in a lecture, what is going through your mind? Ask yourself, am I fully focused or is my mind wandering? Am I fidgeting or feeling restless? Am I checking my phone a bit more than I should? And whatever the answers might be, refrain from judging yourself. We are our own worst critics. So try not labeling your actions, your thoughts, your behaviors as either good or bad. Just observe them. This way of observing yourself without judging yourself is very powerful, as you can create a space between your actions and your thoughts and see it as an observer rather than an actor. Break free from your roles. You don't have to play the roles the way that you have been playing them your whole life. You only play your roles in a certain way because of beliefs, conscious or unconscious, that tell you how to act. But it's not necessary that you personally think that it's the best way to act. But you have convinced yourself that this is the way that you are supposed to act. And it's the only way. And it's not entirely your fault, because you didn't create these beliefs that you harbor in your mind completely in a vacuum. Society, family, and past experiences shaped those beliefs for you. But at some point you started reinforcing those beliefs and thinking, that is just the way I am. And this is how people get stuck. This is how you get a student that plays dumb because he's thinking unconsciously or consciously that he's not smart enough. This is how you get a father that is cold and distant because he believes that he has to have ice in his veins. This is how you get a boss that believes the only way to manage is by being angry and aggressive. These beliefs don't only shape the way you act, they can become mental cages, mental barriers. They keep you in a version of yourself far smaller than it could be. Crush the beliefs that trap you. So how do you break free? As Dr. K said, by doing the impossible. And the impossible is what I call a belief crusher. A belief crusher is an action that feels out of reach. Something that you have convinced yourself you cannot do. If you have always believed that you cannot talk to a woman, you might think it's impossible to go out and strike up a conversation with one. And that is exactly what you should be doing. If you think you can't speak to one, go and speak to one. Yes, it will be scary. Yes, you will probably be rejected. But do you know what hurts even more than just being rejected? Regret. Doing the impossible is not about succeeding every single time, because you won't. It's about showing yourself that your limiting beliefs are not as powerful or true as you might think they are. The fear of becoming better. Most people are afraid of improving their lives. It is very comfortable to limit yourself and stay stuck with your self-limiting beliefs, because growth implies expansion. And expansion is never a comfortable process. Expansion always brings something that most people try and avoid, which is pain. Growth is painful. Breaking old habits is painful. Admitting that you can do better in life is painful. Questioning the way you have lived up to this point will hurt, because it is admitting that you were not right about your choices. And this takes away all of your excuses as well. You can't say anymore that you can't do something because of insert excuse. You will know from this point on that everything that you don't do is your own choice. Nothing more and nothing else. Concluding, the way we play the game of life is up to us. We can change our roles by observing how we play them and break free by doing what we thought is impossible for us. This way we can stop playing the roles in a way that will kill our potential over time. We have to be aware that this process takes a lot of time, but just like a caterpillar going through a metamorphosis, we will transform into a higher version of ourselves. The secret to a better life. Life doesn't just get better by default. It gets better when you take charge. Recognize the roles you're playing and the beliefs that are holding you back, and then leap into the unknown. It's not easy, and I will not pretend that I have it all figured out. I still struggle with old habits and fall into familiar patterns. It's a lifelong journey, and I'm in the midst of it. But every time I take a small step towards breaking my beliefs, it is always worth it. And you owe it to your future self to try. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Don't forget to subscribe.